Hi everyone, this is Ms. Granger. In this digital lesson, we'll be looking at the ATL skill, keeping a journal to record reflections. Remember that as you go through the lesson, you will pause as needed to fill in any blanks or complete any activities. Let's get started. Our lesson objective is that students will understand how to keep a journal to record reflections. So let's talk about what this even means. So when you keep a journal to record reflections, you are writing or speaking your thoughts on a subject. When we think of traditional journals, we usually think of notebooks and handwriting. And this is one way to keep a journal, but there are also others. Some people record their thoughts verbally into recording programs. Some other people use doodles or drawings in addition to their writing. Journals help us to record reflections, and the act of writing or speaking really helps us to process the world around us. So let's talk about how we keep a journal to record reflections. Well, the first step really is to have an open-minded approach to using a journal in the first place. I have preconceived ideas about what journals are and who uses them, so it's important to go into having a journal and keeping a journal with a fresh and open mind. So there are kind of three types of journaling. The first one that we'll talk about is if you're responding to a specific prompt. When you're responding to a specific prompt, you'll first want to read and respond to the whole prompt. You want to make sure you understand everything that you're being asked. A prompt, again, is a question or a statement that you're responding to, and you'll answer the questions that are in the prompt and expand on those ideas when necessary. The second type of prompt is if you're responding to an event or an incident, something that has happened. If this is the case, you'll reflect or look back on and think about on the event, or if you are thinking about other types of events that have happened, you would think of a topic that interests you and then find an event from there. You would then explain your perspective, your insights, and your thoughts on that event or incident. The last type of journaling we'll discuss here is free writing. So if you're free writing, that means you're writing or speaking what comes to your mind. If this is the case, you would not worry about traditional grammar conventions or what anyone will think. This free writing is simply there to help you process and to get through whatever it is that you're thinking about. Finally, when you're writing in a journal or keeping a journal, you do not need to have a conclusion to a journal entry. That means you do not write or say, and that's my journal entry, or the end. You just stop writing. So this skill matters for a couple of reasons. The first reason that it might matter is that journaling can really help us process difficult or confusing incidents. It is a process that we go through in thinking and writing. Another reason this skill matters is that it can be a useful record of the past. When historians look back at journals or personal writings from people long ago, they learn about what life is really like back then. So us doing journaling now really shows what life is like now for people studying us in the future. And our last reason that this skill matters is because journaling can really make us feel better. After processing all these hardships and all these things we're thinking about, we can be in a state of peace. So let's go ahead and move on to the practice area. We're going to focus on keeping a journal to record reflections. And here's what you're going to do. You will demonstrate your understanding of keeping a journal to record reflections by responding to all three types of journal prompts on the back of your page. You're going to see three columns. 1, respond to a specific prompt. 2, respond to an event or incident. And 3, free write. Each one has a specific prompt or bit of information for you to respond to. You'll note that each one says explain in at least 3 sentences. So all of these prompts will tell you write at least 3 sentences. Pause the video now and respond to these practice questions here. The mastery check for this lesson is going to be very similar to the practice. We're still keeping a journal to record reflections, and you're going to demonstrate your understanding of this skill by choosing one type of journal prompt to respond to in at least 3 sentences. If you're choosing the respond to a specific prompt, you'll use the prompt you'll see on your paper here. You could also choose the other 2, which are respond to an event or incident, any event or incident, it doesn't have to be one of these, or just free writing. Down in the My Response section, you're going to write which type of prompt will you respond to. There's a line here, and again, you'll tell us which of the three, 1, 2, or 3, you will respond to here. Once you write your response, then you will turn your paper into the correct place according to your teacher. Be sure to check out the rubric at the bottom, which tells you how your teacher will grade or assess your journal writing. Good luck, and be sure to ask your teacher if you have any questions.